Good morning guys, and welcome to another walk and talk. My name's Joe, the Ancestral Wellness Coach, and my mission to help as many people as possible look good, feel good and live awesome. It's a lovely day out here. These two are loving it. Now today I just want to run through why we should be avoiding our intake of grains. So we've been sold for years that these grains are heart healthy, they're a good source of fibre, and they're basically myths. There's a lot of problems with grains, and we'll run through why we should avoid them. I'm walking uphill, so I'm very out of breath. So the first reason, they are devoid of nutrients. They may contain a bit of fibre, but they are basically a source of carbohydrates. There's nothing you can't get from other food sources that you can get from grains. Number two, one of these anti-nutrients is called gluten. Now gluten is a protein that our body doesn't recognise, and it really struggles to break it down. Now if you imagine when you get an insult or an injury on your leg or throughout your body, you get a bit of swelling. Now that's there to protect it. So what happens with gluten, when it passes through your gut, if you imagine your gut is lined with a little cloth, really thin cloth, which helps absorb and communicates with the food that you intake. Now what happens with gluten when it passes through, it's got these little microscopic, you imagine them little hooks that poke out from its structure, and as it passes through it causes little tears in the lining of the gut. Now your body sees this as an insult and it causes inflammation because it wants to protect you. So what happens is water sort of rushes to the area, it inflames, and that is the inflammation and bloating caused by gluten. Now short term, it's not going to cause too much of an issue, but if you imagine over years and years, even only over months, intaking these grains, getting this gluten through your system, your body's that's going to cause a lot of swelling, a lot of inflammation in your body, and it can have a host of sort of health problems further down the line. So what we want to do, we want to limit that grain intake, ideally remove it from the diet completely, if not cut it down a bit and try and reduce some of that what we call systemic inflammation, which we do not want. Another thing I get sort of told when I tell people that I've eliminated my grains and dropped my grain intake is that where are you getting your fibre from? Grains are a brilliant source of fibre. Well, there's no better source of fibre than green leafy vegetables. Get your vegetables in. Not only are you getting your fibre, whoop, that's windy. Not only are you getting your fibre in, you're also bringing in a host of other nutrients that your body needs alongside that fibre. So try and cut the grains out, try and limit them at least. So get your breads out, get your pastas out. Don't just go for the gluten-free option, because there can be a host of problems associated with the sort of substitute foods that are in these gluten-free products. So worst case, just cut the gluten out. Best case, get rid of those foods that are naturally high in gluten and get rid of the gluten-free products. So try and limit those grains down. Get outside. These two are loving it. It will make you feel amazing, I promise you, and it will make you get up and move, which is very important. Head over to my website. I've got a free fat loss food cheat sheet to download, and I'll be posting these videos up, weekly blogs up, to help you on your fat loss journey. I'm Joe, I'll catch you next time.